君はね、確かにあの時私のそばにいた。いつだっていつだっていつだってすぐ横で笑っていた。なくしても取り戻す君を I will never leave you.
On a battle, then I'll take it to the street where there's no rules. Take off the gloves, break the trees to down. Gotta prove my skills to get down. My lyrical gems to roll battle smack down now. Gotta shoot to kill, I shoot to skill. Don't you be afraid, man. Gotta do how it feels. 60, 70, 80, 9, 10. I flip the script to make it to the top.
Hello everyone, Narakami Woodruff here, and welcome to my 150 subscriber special. This is What If Deku was the reincarnation of Genesis and abandoned. We start off with Inko and Hisashi, and yes, Hisashi will be with them. And I'm sorry for the Inko fans. I gotta do this for this to work. Well, I gotta do this. Inko and Hisashi took Izuku to the quirk doctor, hoping to have a quirk. Cause let's say they are in debt of their home, and their job wasn't paying enough. So when they got to the quirk doctor, they were called in to get Izuku tested. After a few moments, the quirk doctor came back with the results and said, "I'm sorry, kid, but you're quirkless." After Izuku heard this, he was heartbroken. He was sad. Inko and Hisashi heard when Izuku and Hisashi When Inko and Hisashi heard this, they were disgusted at Izuku. And let's say that 10% of the quirk people, they're only 10% of quirkless people. Yeah, so when Inko and Hisashi heard this, they were disgusted. They look at Izuku in disgrace. They look back at the quirk doctor and said, "Thank you for telling us." They took Izuku back to the car. Izuku tried to talk to him, but nothing. When Hisashi and Inko when Hisashi was driving, Inko and Hisashi were not talking to Izuku at all. And Izuku was trying to talk to them and says, Izuku was trying to talk to them, but he realized he's not going home. He said, "Mom, Dad, where are you going?" No answer. He kept on asking, and when they got to their spot, Hisashi forcibly stopped the car. He got out the car, opened the back seat, dragged Izuku out the car, and threw him off the hill, with Izuku rolling down the hill. And Hisashi Inko left. Izuku, still rolling down the hill, hitting some rocks. And when he got to the ground, he said, "Why, Mom? Dad, why?" Izuku starts crying. After crying for a few minutes, he decides to get up and walk through the forest. After a few hours walking through the forest, he sees a cave. Izuku decides to walk to the cave for shelter, but Izuku felt cold. And let's say that before this, let's say at the age of 3, he was taught how to make a fire. So, back to the present. Izuku decides to make a fire out of sticks. Izuku, after he set up the fire, he felt hungry, tired. But when Izuku lit up the cave, he sees a tunnel. Well, another part of the cave. Izuku grabs the Izuku grabs a piece of wood and have it on fire, and decides to walk through that cave to see what's in there. When Izuku was walking through, he sees a door, an old door. Izuku says, "Why is there a door in a cave?" And it looks so old. After Izuku said this, he walked up to the door to try to open it. And by his surprise, it opened. But he sees the shelf full of books, a desk full of notes and drawers. And what else is in there? And let's say that there's a let's say that there's for plot, he sees a bed. No, not bed. Whatever. Let's say there's a couch in there. Yeah, there's a couch. No, there's no couch. There's no couch. Oh my god, for God's sakes. I'm thinking, hold on. Yeah, there's a couch in there, and Izuku looks around, and he sees another door. Izuku decides to go up to the door to try to open it as well, but it was locked. When Izuku was looking around, after he was checking the door, he felt too tired. After Izuku was looking around, he felt too tired to stand. So, Izuku went back to the fire that he made. Izuku, after he got back to his fireplace, he Sorry, guys. He decides to sleep. When Izuku falls asleep, he was pulled into a mindscape. Izuku wakes up in his mindscape and says, Huh? Where am I? Izuku hears a voice. The voice says, You are in your mindscape, young one. What? Who said that? Whoops. The man walks out from the shadows. Izuku sees a man with brown hair with a red coat or jacket. He sees him holding a red sword with black clothing under his jacket. The man introduces himself and says, Hello, young one. I am Genesis. Izuku says, Why am I here? What am I doing here? Genesis says, Calm down, young one. Oof. Sorry. Genesis says, Calm down. I'm not here to hurt you. Well, I'm not able to hurt you. But I'm gonna say that I'm your reincarnation, young one. Izuku says, What's a reincarnation? Genesis basically explains what reincarnation is. And yeah. After Genesis told Izuku what reincarnation is, Izuku understood a little bit. And Genesis says, I am here to train you, to give you my power. But you are too young to start training. You must learn first to survive, to study. Izuku says, Study? But I have nothing to study with. Genesis says, You know the room that you found that was in the cave that you're in right now. Izuku says, Yes. Did you see the books? Did you see a shelf full of books? Izuku says, Yes. Oh my god, hold on. Ugh, sorry. Izuku says, Yes. Genesis says, There's a shelf. That shelf is full of books with knowledge you may need to learn to be smart. But there are also books about magic. Izuku says, Magic? But I thought magic didn't exist. Well, young one, magic did exist, but back in the day, it was forgotten for a long time. Izuku says, oh. And in that other room is something you may need, but you need a key. Let's say that Genesis used to live there, right before the cave was there. No. Yeah. No, let's just say Genesis used to live there when he left. Yeah, that one. And after he died, and I don't know if you guys know about Zack Fair. Let's say that after Genesis passed. Oh my god. Let's say that Zack took him to his home, and let's say Genesis, after he disappeared, his clothes and sword stayed behind. No, actually, let's say there's a spare clothes that he had. Let's say that he only left his sword behind. And let's say he has the exact same spare clothes that you see in this thumbnail right here. So, let's say that Zack took his sword to his home. No, to Genesis's home. That Genesis told him about before he passed. When Zack got there, he goes into the other room to put his sword down. Until to put his sword down. Literally, there's a hidden wall somewhere in the room. To put Genesis' sword for safekeeping. Back to the present. My boy. Young one. For that door, there is a key. And do you know where the desk is? The one full of notes. Izuku says, yes. The key is in one of the drawers. If you find it, you can use it to open the door and you can see what you need in there. But Izuku asks, but Mr. Genesis, sir, when do I start training? Genesis says, you are too young. You're not old enough to start training. Not yet. At a certain age, when you fall asleep, I'll tell you when to start training with me. Now, get some sleep. When you wake up, go to the room that you found. If you want, you can open that door up first. But after that, you need to read some of the books to gain some knowledge. Okay, my boy. And remember, learn to survive. And I know you want to be a hero, young one. Izuku says, how do you know? Genesis says, I've been watching your life. Oh my god, hold on. Ugh, better. Genesis says, I've been watching your whole life. Genesis, oh my god, let's try this again. Genesis says, I've been watching from your mind your whole life. After Genesis said that, now, I must go. Remember, when you wake up, go to the room. Learn, get knowledge, practice on surviving. Izuku says, okay. When Izuku wakes up, he decides to go. He decides to go back to that room, and Izuku goes to the desk where the notes are. He opens the door, trying to look for the key. When he opens the third drawer, he sees the key. He grabs it, goes to the door, and opens it. Izuku grabs his torch, and Izuku feels another torch, and decides to light it. After he lights it, Izuku sees a room full of small and big weapons, and some clothing. That he's able to wear. But down afar, he sees a chest. No. Now let's say that he sees a strange button. He went up and went to go press it. As soon as he presses the button, he sees the cave wall opening, revealing Genesis's clothing and Genesis's rapier, the sword. Izuku was astonished by what he found, but he decides to leave that stuff for right now. Izuku first went to go practice on survival. And to practice on some survival. After a few hours, he managed to catch some food. And let's say it's a rabbit. Yeah, a rabbit. After he caught a rabbit, he he was hesitating to finish it off, but he was so hungry he had to do it. After Izuku struck it down with his knife, he doesn't know how to feel, but he was hungry, so he decides to take the rabbit inside and try to cook it. When Izuku was done cooking the rabbit, he decides to well, not decide, he now starts to eat the cooked rabbit. After a few minutes or hours, maybe, after that, Izuku decides to go back into that room and remembers what Genesis said, to study up, learn. So Izuku does that, goes to the cave and sees the books that has the knowledge that he needs, and also sees other books. The book with magic that has fire and lightning. And he sees another book. Izuku grabbed it, and it said, "Loveless." Izuku was interested on reading it, but he had to study, he had to learn on the knowledge. So he decided to grab one of the books to learn, to work. To learn. We skip to we time skip to when Izuku was 10 years old. Izuku has been hunting. He got pretty good. And he has gained a lot of knowledge of oh my god, I can't talk. A lot of knowledge from the books. After Izuku was done reading, done with the books, Izuku still remembers that one book that said on the title, "Loveless." Izuku reads it. And guys, I just wanted to do this because I love the poetry of this. So, he says, actually, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to read it. Not yet. Let's say he just reads it, and Izuku loves the book. He loves the poetry of this book. And he decides to keep the book. And Izuku felt tired and decides to go to sleep. Izuku was pulled into the mindscape, and Genesis came out and says, "Hello again, young one." Izuku says, "Hi, it's good to see you again, Mr. Genesis." And guys, I know his other part I know his last name, but I can't say it right. It's like tough. So, yeah, let's continue. When Izuku says hi to Genesis, Genesis says, "Alright, hello, young one. I can see that you're old enough for my training. So, are you ready to endure the training that you..." No, wait. Yeah. "Are you ready for the training to gain my power?" Izuku says, "Yes. Yes, I want to be trained." But Genesis asks, "What will you do with my power? How will you use it?" Izuku answers, I want to use this power to protect people, to become a hero. Not for fame, not for the money, for just to protect the people and the ones I care for. Well, I don't care for anyone yet, but just to protect people. Genesis says, I see. You know, I used to have the same dream. Izuku says, really? Yes. I used to have the same dream as you, young one. But most of the time, I was cocky. I was too cocky. I was selfless. No, I was just too cocky. Then I left soldier. And yes, Izuku was told of soldier. Genesis did tell Izuku about soldier back in the day. So yeah, I left soldier and was presumed the traitor. After a few years, a young man named Zach Fair brought back my pride after our final battle. I realized my mistakes, but when I met Zach Fair, I called him. I told him that he was Shinra's lapdog. But when it got to our final bout, he defeated me and Zach Fair told him the same, gave him the same talk in the game. So yeah. Genesis. Then after Zach told me this, I got my pride back, my honor. Izuku was like, wow. So Genesis says, I don't want you to do the same things that I did. Okay? I want you to use my powers wisely. Izuku says, I will. Alright, young one. It's time for your training. first, alright, when Izuku and Genesis starts training, first they start on swordsmanship. And let's say that Izuku learns some hand-to-hand. Let's say that Genesis knows some hand-to-hand combat, and he's like skilled on it. So Izuku and Genesis teaches Izuku martial arts and swordsmanship. And after Izuku mastered with a sword and some fighting styles, Genesis said, "Alright, young one, it's time for you to do some magic. The magic I know. But you must learn the rest of the magic from the books that you have seen." Izuku says, "Yes, sir." Alright. Let's go. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Give me a sec. Okay. Izuku was taught Genesis taught Izuku how to use the homing fireballs. I think they were called that. Jeez. God damn it, hold on. Damn, this is tough. So Jesus. Yeah. So Genesis taught Izuku the homing fireballs and the lightning needles, and learns how to put his magic on his sword and adding symbols to make it more powerful. And Izuku will look like this, and he will have the Mako blue eyes. And let's say I'm gonna let Izuku get like overwhelmed by the girls, and he will be asked questions. He will answer them because he doesn't disrespect women. And he will be wearing this as his hero costume, but there are some other clothes in that room that was left by Genesis. So, and he will have the angel form, not God form, because Izuku's already overpowered enough. So, This is what he looks like. And Izuku's hair color just changes to brown. And he does get the Mako blue eyes. And he will have that one wing. The one wing angel. Okay, back to the present. Yeah, so Izuku will have the rapier. Okay. Genesis teaches Izuku to how to enhance his blade with magic, and doing it with a red aura, emblazing it with runic symbols along the length. Genesis teaches Izuku the blast fiery energy, and no, he's not gonna get the let's say the material were long gone. The material don't exist anymore, but let's say that somehow there is one, the fire materia. Yeah, so yeah. Izuku. We skip a couple of. We skip with Izuku done with his training. After Izuku was done with his training, Genesis said, "Well done, young one." Or should I say, Izuku, you have completed my training, but now you need to learn more magic from the books on the shelf. Izuku says, "Yes, master. I will continue my training to grow stronger, to become a hero to protect others." Genesis says, "Very well. Plus, before I forget, I can see you found my old book." Izuku says, "Oh, yes. The book. You mean the one that says Loveless?" Genesis says, "Actually, no. Why am I doing that?" So, actually, never mind. He doesn't say that. So, yeah. So, Izuku. Genesis says, "Goodbye. And remember, don't do what I did. Don't make the mistake. Follow your dreams. Become the hero that you want to be." Izuku says, "I will, master." I will train hard and become the hero that I want to be. Good, young one. And Genesis starts to disappear. When he was disappearing, he says, "Goodbye, Izuku Midoriya. After that, Izuku wakes up. Izuku was a little sad of Genesis disappearing. He felt like Genesis was his father figure. But Izuku will always remember him. Now, Izuku decides to continue his training. He went to the room and decides to grab the books of Fire and Lightning. Izuku took a long time. Well, took his time on the magic. We time skip to the age of... I forgot. Yui's gonna be at college, so down in the comments, I don't know the ship yet. Down in the comments, I want you guys to tell me the ship. And you guys can tell me if Izuku can have one girl or two girls. Your choice. So, we time skip to Izuku at 18 years old. How tall was Genesis? Okay, so now Izuku was 6'2". Izuku looks like Genesis right now. He has the Mako blue eyes and the brown hair. And he reads Love This from time to time. Izuku. No, we skipped to the age of 17. Izuku has the same eyes. Has the Mako blue eyes, brown hair, and he's the same height of Genesis. Yeah. Izuku decides it's time for him to go, to leave the forest. Izuku went to the room to grab the rapier and Genesis's clothing. But Izuku decides to wear the other spare clothes that was left. Give me a sec. Shh. Let's just say that Izuku is wearing a shoot. Let's just say that he's wearing a black hoodie, some pants. Yeah, pants. Yeah, black hoodie and red pants. And some boots. After Izuku was packing, Izuku decides to take the books with him. And Izuku sees a sheath. I'm gonna give Izuku a sheath because I don't want Izuku to keep that sword in his hand the whole time. So, after Izuku was done packing up, he walks out of the cave, turns to it, and says goodbye to it. Izuku opened his one wing, decides to fly to the city. But before he gets close, Izuku decides to land into a empty area so no one can see him fly. After Izuku lands, he takes off. He puts it away, his one wing. And let's say he learned some defense magic, so yeah. Oh yeah. He also has some healing magic to heal himself and heal others. So yeah. So when Izuku got back to the town, Izuku, let's say he lands in an alleyway and no one saw him, and Izuku walks out of the alleyway and starts walking. Sorry guys, hold on. Damn my ear. So, Izuku was walking around, and Izuku was thinking, I should get a home and a job so I can pay my expenses. But I think Izuku should go to a school. Yeah, he should. But Izuku is very smart. So, he's like smarter than Nezu. Yeah, he's smarter than Nezu. Izuku may have that big IQ, but Izuku got that big brain. He's real smart, my guy. When Izuku was walking around, he hears a scream. No, not a scream, because I don't know the ship. Yeah. So you guys already know. Comment down below. I need a ship for Izuku, and you guys can decide if he wants 1 or 2, because I don't mind. So, when he was walking around, Izuku, let's say there was some money left behind in that cave for plot convenience. Izuku decides to get himself a home. They say it's a house. Guess. let's say he decides to get no. She's not go back. Let's say Izuku got this house. A really beautiful house. When Izuku bought the house, he decides to get some furniture. Let's say he got a couch, a TV, food. Well, most of the stuff what Izuku will have. And yes, he does have a pool. After Izuku was done buying a house and getting stuff for the house, Izuku decides to get a job and attend school. And no, it's not the school of whatever, I'm giving it. Yeah. And after Izuku gets a job, and let's say that Izuku found some cookbooks in that cave also. And let's say that he's a real amazing cook. And Izuku works in a restaurant as the cook. And time skip to Izuku in high school. The high school where Katsuki Bakugo is. When Izuku got to the classroom, when Izuku went to the school to sign up, the principal says you start next week. Well, tomorrow. So Izuku, we skip to the next day. Izuku goes to the same classroom that Bakugo is in, and oh jeez. Izuku introduced himself. Hi. And let's say that Izuku changed his name to Genesis. Genesis F. Dude, I swear to God, Genesis' name is so hard to pronounce. Rapsodos? Damn it. Yeah, so he introduced himself, and he says, my quirk is fire, lightning, and healing, and a bit of defense. And everyone's astonished, but the girls were looking at him with heart-shaped eyes. One of the girls say, "Wow, he's so hot. No homo, please." And yeah, the girls were gossiping over him, and the boys were jealous. They automatically saw the girls looking at Genesis. So yeah. After Izuku was I'm gonna just say Genesis. So yeah. After Genesis introduced himself, he went to take his seat close to the window. And we time skip to the outside. I know there's way too much time skips. Yeah, so we time skip outside with Bakugo trying to challenge Izuku. Genesis says, "Sorry, not interested. I don't want to waste my time with you. I got better things to focus on." That's what Genesis says. And Bakugo basically gets angry that he won't accept this challenge. Well, gets angry. He says, "Oh, why not? It's because you're... What, do you think you're weak? You're weak?" I stuttered a little bit. "What, do you think you're weak?" "Weak, you say?" If you think I'm weak, fine. I'll challenge you. Come on. I'll show you how much power I have. And skill. Basically, after that, Bakugo and Izuku gets into a fighting stance. Bakugo launches himself at Genesis and tries to launch an explosion, and Izuku managed to dodge out of the way. Oh wait, oh shoot, I forgot about the angel wings. Yeah, let's say that Izuku also said, "And my quirk is also angel wings." So the one angel, or the one wing angel, the dark angel. So back to the fight. After Genesis dodges, he shoots lightning at Bakugo, not killing him, because I don't want my boy to kill someone. Shocking Bakugo, taking a bit of damage. He does know how to lower his power level, so taking a bit of damage, and excuse me. After Bakugo got hit, Genesis rushed at Bakugo, giving him some hands. And managed to knock Bakugo back. Bakugo realizes he was losing, and Bakugo decides to be the loser he is, sends in his goons. But Izuku managed to knock them out by blitzing the fat one, kicking him in the face, and blitzing the second one with long fingers, by chopping him in the neck. I think Bakugo has 3 friends. No, he only has 2. So he has. Never mind, he has 3. And I gotta do it. And goes behind the third one and straight kicks him in the balls Losing. That dude losing his kids. That dude losing his kids. Oh my god, what am I doing? And when Bakugo saw this, he feels the pain. He feels the pain. Oh god. Okay. After that, Bakugo was trying to get up, but Izuku decides to go blitz him and knock him by chopping him in the neck, knocking him out. Izuku says, thinking I'm weak. And let's say that Izuku had an audience of the girls. They were cheering for him. Like, ah, way to go, Genesis. Huh? Oh. Okay. Okay, continuing. Time skip. We skip to age of the last day of high school. Izuku was just sitting there, reading his book, waiting for the teacher. He was reading Loveless. And let's say the girls are around him, listening to his poetry. He's saying, let's do right here. Act 2. There is no hate, only joy, for you are beloved by the goddess, hero of the dawn, healer of the worlds, dreams of the moral bath or bathe. The shattered soul, pride is lost, wings stripped away, the end is nigh. No. Let's just do Act 1 because I like that one better. I forget it. After he had did that, let's say some of the boys were interested in the book. Oh, they were interested in the poetry. After a few minutes, the teacher came in with the papers. Everyone sat down. The teacher said, "All right, everyone, here are your papers for the near future." Everyone said, "Aww," except for Bakugo and Genesis. But the teacher threw the papers and said, "What am I saying? You guys want to be heroes." Like, everyone starts using the quirks and he starts yelling, "Yeah! We want to be heroes!" And there goes Bakugo doing his shtick, saying that, don't put me up with these freaking low-class losers. I know that's not what he says, but roll with it. They may be lucky to join up with some D-class freaking hero. No, D-lister. Yeah, D-lister. Everyone starts yelling at Bakugo. And the teacher says, "Genesis. Ah, I see. Genesis. I see you are going to UA as well." Yes. Yes, sir. I'm going to UA to become a pro hero. When Bakugo heard this, he said, "Huh? You better drop out, Genesis. Genesis says, do you think I'm gonna be listening to you? Please. I'm gonna be a hero no matter what. So deal with it. So, after the class ends, Izuku starts packing up. Bakugo comes up to Genesis and says, if you don't drop out, I will blow you up. Genesis says, oh, Bakugo, you don't want what happened last time, right? Please. You're not going to accept the fact that I am stronger than you. And you do realize that there are more stronger people, and you think you can beat them. I swear, you and your ego. Bakugo gets pissed and tries to grab Izuku's Loveless book. But Genesis was too quick. He already grabbed his Loveless book. And when he did, he slaps Bakugo. Like, he bitch smacks him. Like, boom! Now out of my way. I don't want to deal with you. After Izuku left the class, he doesn't go under the bridge, so yeah. Genesis starts to walk straight home. And let's say the sludge villain like managed to escape and took some other person's body. So yeah. So when Izuku got home, he went to go prepare himself some dinner, and thinking, what kind of training should I do? Should I practice on my magic or my swordsmanship? Maybe I'll do both. Masters did show me how to enhance my blade. Maybe I can do that. So, Izuku decides to train on his rapier, enhancing it with the red aura, encasing it with the symbols. And let's say that Genesis went to the beach. Oh yeah, guys. You guys already know this is gonna be a college. You guys can choose any ship. But I'm not doing gender bends. You guys can choose any ship. It will be a female pro hero, a 1B girl, or a 1A girl. Remember, if you guys want Genesis to have one girl or two. That's your choice. And name the characters. And if one of those ships get the most likes, I'll take it. So we time skip over the next 10 months with Genesis at the entrance of UA. Genesis says, so this is UA. Oh my god, sorry. It looks nice, peaceful. When Izuku walks in, all the girls were looking at him. In their heads, well, they're talking and saying, "Oh my god, who is that? He is so handsome. I wonder if he's single. Does he have a boyfriend? Please? Okay, guys, please, no homo. I'm just saying. Okay. Genesis hears this, but just ignores it and decides to walk into the building. Goes and takes a seat next to Bakugo's dumbass. So, when Izuku sat down, he pulled out his book, read his book when he was... No, let's say, no, he didn't pull out his book, not yet. Izuku was waiting, and President Mike came out with the test. President Mike yelled, "Hello, everybody! Welcome to the written exams, and I hope you're excited." Room goes silent. Okay, tough crowd. Alright. Now then, here are your tests. They will be passed down to you. After Genesis got his test, President Mike said, "Alright, since everyone got their test, you may begin." Everyone starts doing their test. And after 30 minutes, Genesis finished already. He walked up to President Mike and said, "Here, I'm done." President Mike said, "Whoa, you're finished already? That just took like 30 minutes. Yes, I know, but... Well, yes, I know." President Mike says, "You must be full of confidence. Remember, confident isn't everything." Well, actually, no. Let's say, don't get too confident and too cocky. Oh no, sir. I'm not getting cocky. I'm just smart. And Izuku went back to his desk, seat. President Mike looked at the work and was shocked. He got everything correct. He even corrected Nezu's problem. After a few hours, everyone was finished their test and was waiting. Yeah, everyone finished their test. And now, President Mike says, "Alright, everyone. Since everyone's done with their test, now I can explain the robots for the practical exam. When President Mike was explaining the 1-pointer, 2-pointers, 3-pointers, and when he was about to get to the 0-pointer, a boy with blue hair raises his hand, and it's Ida's dumbass, and says, "Sir, what about the last robot? This is a disgrace to UA's UA's thing." Damn. I need to remember his talk. And let's say that Genesis is reading his Loveless book. Ida turns around and says, "You! I can see you're not paying attention." Genesis sighs and looks up at Ida. "Oh," and says, "Oh, I am paying attention. I was just listening with my... I am listening. But I'm gonna tell you this. President Mike was about to get to the 0-pointer, and you interrupted him. The next time you interrupt, let the person finish." After he said that, Ida's dumbass sat back down and complains to himself. After that, President Mike just says, "Well, yeah, this is just a 0-pointer. You just don't run away from it. It's just an obstacle." When everyone went to the gates, Izuku sees a girl with brown hair and permanent pink cheeks. And he sees her nervous. Izuku decides to go walk up to her to try to calm her down. But he was stopped by Ida and says, "I know you're gonna..." Ida says, "I know you're gonna distract that girl. It's not right to distract them from their focus." Yeah. Genesis decides to ignore him and still walks up to the girl. When he got there, he says, "Are you okay, miss?" The girl looks at Genesis and says, Yes, I'm just a little nervous." Genesis says, "Calm yourself. Take a deep breath and try to focus on the test. You will manage to get in." Oh, jeez, my nose. After he said that, President Mike says, "All right, everyone, get ready. 3, 2, 1. As soon as the doors open, Genesis flies right through. And Ida says, "Hey, he's cheating!" President Mike... Sorry. "There are no countdowns. You better catch up to that kid. Go, go, go. Everyone runs. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna say this right now. Let's say that Genesis asked the teacher so he can use his rapier, and told him that it helped him with his power, and he was allowed to. He used his sword. He enhances his sword with the aura, with the flaming aura and the symbols. He cuts down every robot that came right to him. Sorry. After a few robots, he let's say he's at 170 points. Nah, let's say 200. Yeah, 200. Nah, 250. 250. Yeah. And after Izuku took out most of the robots, we skip to the observation room with all the pro heroes, the teachers, observing the students, and with Principal Nezu saying, Mr. Aizawa, does anyone catch your eye? And you, All Might, does anyone catch your eye as well? Aizawa says, yes. It's that boy with the brown hair, with the red sword, with the red aura around it. Huh? Oh. Let's look up his file. It says here his name is Genesis. That his quirk is lightning, fire, healing, and the one-winged angel. They were like, what? 4 quirks? What the? All Might was thinking. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. All Might dumbass says 4 quirks? All for one. Well, he says that he doesn't say that out loud. He says that in his head. My bad. And let's say that Midnight was saying, ooh, that boy is handsome. Jesus. I swear. Alright, back to Izuku. Because... oh wait, no. Yeah. Genesis feels the ground rumbling, and he sees everyone running in a different direction. And when Izuku looks at the opposite part, looks the other way where everyone was running from, Izuku looks up and sees the giant 0-pointer coming down. Coming right over. And Izuku was about to turn around, but he hears, "Help! Help!" Genesis hears the scream. He looks over and sees the same girl that he saw at the entrance. Genesis opens his one wing and opens the one-winged angel form and flies right to the girl. When he got to the girl, he lifted up the rubble and picked her up and says, "Are you okay, ma'am?" The girl says, "Yes, my ankle is broken." "Alright, I'll carry you." Genesis carries their bridal sail and the girl blushes and sees how handsome he is. Genesis flies over to the entrance, and Genesis was thinking of destroying it, and he decides to. Genesis walks up to the 0-pointer, enhancing his sword. Enhancing his sword, and swings it, sending an energy wave, cutting and blowing up the 0-pointer. Everyone was shocked at Genesis's power. Also in the observation room, I can't even say that name. Oh my god. They were also shocked at Genesis's power. President Mike says, "Alright, everyone, that's it for today. You can go to recover, going to get yourself healed. And if you're not injured, you can go home and wait for the letter." Genesis decides to go up to the girl and decides to heal her, fixing her injury. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just tired. Okay. After Genesis healed her, he says, "There, can you walk now?" Yes. Thank you. Alright, since you're fine, I must take my leave then.